Okay. Wow. I'm embarrassed. Anyways, I've been away for like almost a month actually, by the time you factor in all the extra homework I had and all this, so I'm kind of behind. I got lot cleanup to do today. That's my project. Get this place ready. And all the little bits of garbage and stuff that the cats have gotten into, I'll clean this up. I got all this wood that I did from the summer kitchen rental. I got to get it all put away, make some room for that. And I might even get a fire and burn off some of this cardboard. You have a fire pin in there, believe it or not, that I intended on burning all this stuff. I've got lots of cardboard to take down to my cardboard bin, which is way down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, they have a community bin there, so. And my wagon is all loaded up here. I got to tie it down and get ready to take to the dump to burn all this garbage. I got my scrap metal pile that I'm getting ready to take to the scrap metal yard. And my kids have been building little rock castles here, and that has to be moved or I'm going to get them in the blower. I got my freezer to get ready. I think I'm just going to get rid of it. So I'll have to take that out to the scrap yard. And I got to get some stuff cleaned up here. I got an old car seat that I meant to take to the dump one day and forgot. Some other stuff. Just basically all this work I've been doing around here and all these projects on the go, and I've just been setting stuff out of the way, so it's time to get it done, get it cleaned up. Yeah, I wouldn't want the bylaw police after me. Anyways, and then the next project is as soon as I get this done, well, I'm of course back to, I was barely home a day from my schooling, and the farmers were calling me and they were begging me to get over there. They had all these pig pens they needed power wash, so I spent the last couple of days doing that for them, so I got the day off. And got to get working on my firewood. And there's a project too. I think I've already showed this in a video. My trailer. I bought this for $100, so I'm going to put a lighting kit on it and get a floor on it, and use that for my truck. I'm going to get this thing fired up and park it somewhere. I don't know. It's not really in the way, but I do need this. This is my laneway here to access to get in the shop if I need to work in there, so I might want to move it. I just got to get this wood cut and get it out of the way. Oh well, I guess I better get at it. And then the next thing I need to do is, of course, we still got to finish off that chimney. Just little minor things to do with that. I got my storage room here that I was thinking I'm gonna put all the. I got to get my snowblower out, see if it's gonna start, see whether or not I'm replacing it. And hello, kitty. Yeah, I hear you. And I got to bring all my plywood and stuff that I got outside in here so it doesn't get ruined in the wintertime. I've got a bunch of it lying around that I need to keep, that I use. So, yeah, nice day to do it before the snow flies. I've been really lucky this year. I think last year, well, of course, we had our son, so I was busy with that. But it seems every fall I get busy with something. But anyways. Yeah, we had our son, so I wasn't able to get out, and I think it was a little cleaner than this year, but wasn't able to get out and get that done. And the snow came, so it buried everything. Alright, I'm going to get to it. That's looking a little nicer. I got all this much done. Got the gardens there cleaned out. I just got to get that seat put away. And actually that seat, it's no good, so I gotta move this. Well, I got all this done. I was just coming. I was going to do a drive-through video. I was going to knock on the window for coffee.
I was asking if you're coming in for a coffee.
I guess I'm coming in for a coffee break. You don't think I have a lot of car seats, huh? Got my aspenite all cleaned up, and a couple of bags are ready, and my blue boxes, and there's the sink that the sink that my wife wants there. Alright, I tried to make a fire, it didn't burn, and I was using up all of my redneck fire starter. So, do that. I get a lot of questions about this. I'm going to do a video on that. It's in the plans. I'm planning on it. Anyways, it's time to sit down, have a cup of coffee, chillax. I don't know where I'm going to sit. I'll find a spot and I'll put all the chairs away. Got all the front yard all cleaned up, got all the kids' toys put away underneath the porch for the winter, and got my ladder here stored. You know, it was kind of funny last year. My buddy wanted to borrow that thing, and I couldn't remember for the life of me where I left it. So, I mean, it was buried in snow somewhere. I can't remember where we found it. I think it was back in there. It was back underneath about 3 feet of snow. We were actually out with sticks and shovels looking for it. We couldn't find it. I thought somebody stole it. Some clean up here done. Got more scrap metal waiting to go to the scrap metal place, and some old rabbit cages. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. And got all my plywood that was sitting here put away. Never did get this garden tilled up, but that's no big deal. Oh yeah, I got this. This is going to go in my shop. The farmer I work for, he does scrap metal too, actually, which is kind of neat because there's all kinds of things I like to salvage. It's not like I'm a pack rat or anything. Well, let's go sit in the Redneck Ranger then. Oh, I got a flat. Oh well. It's always flat. That's alright, I got one of them, what do you call it there? Man, nothing worse than a Ford Ranger with buzzers. There. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the economy, and this is kind of a vlog video, but I'll talk a bit about it while I have some time here. And I've got a new term for it. I don't know if I'm going to coin this term or not, but a debt-based recovery. How do you like that? Because I don't see job creation, and it has to be debt-based. I mean, they're giving money away pretty well at 0% in the States, and I think they're 0.25% in Canada. I was in an interesting conversation at my course there, at the real estate course, with a few people that were of different age bracket, and some of you may have watched my Generation X video that I did, actually right here in this truck. They were, you know, getting close to the 60-year-old mark, in and around there. One guy, actually, I think the fellow was maybe 62. He was almost retired and got a pink slip. So, so now he knows what it feels like to be a Generation X. Now he'd be starting all over again. 3 ways away. Oh, poor guy. But anyways, he was going into real estate. He'll do well at it. He's a good guy. And this other woman, oh, you know, we got talking about housing. And when they were my age, give or take, back in the 70s, they were talking about interest rates being, you know, at 11% prime. I think that's what they said. I know the 80s was high. I actually haven't done a lot of research on the 70s that way, on that particular subject. But we got chatting about housing costs, though, but the price of houses were actually quite a bit lower. I was looking at a chart the other day that showed right around 1997 is when it began, and actually I witnessed this personally. I actually felt the inflation, and I'll give you a bit of background on that in a sec. But it's like a hockey stick graph, eh? The housing, the prices of housing has just soared, and it's probably coincident with the interest rate. So although they probably had a lot higher interest rates in their day, we were discussing, you know, wages earned to price of the houses, and give or take, it was about half. You know, whatever they made a year, you could double that, and that was about the price of a house. And I find today it's averaging around triple to 4 times as much of what a single earning wage would be to a price of a house. Now that's going to vary throughout region and whatnot. Oddly enough, though, because of the interest rates, the monthly payments would be about the same. The advantage that we would have, and we are having, and we are doing this, is we're subsidizing our income with equity in our second mortgages, our refinances, and so of course you need balloon house prices to keep this going. Another reason why I think the government's trying everything to keep the housing up. It's a good place to store away money. So I'll give them the fact that interest rates were higher, and it may have been a little more trickier to get a mortgage, maybe, as opposed to today. I don't even really like the us and them thing. That's not really... I don't like to do that because that creates a barrier. You know, we're all people. I mean, I did this video on Generation X, and I was talking about things that we have experienced, and I got like 99% feedback on that agreement. that, and a lot of guys particularly wrote me that had felt that, you know, why is this happening to me, but not realizing that it was a big picture that they were up against. So, I don't know, we'll just see what happens with this housing. I mean, how much higher can house prices go? I mean, interest rates have bottomed out. So, you got a situation now where the payments will have to go up one way or the other, or the housing prices have to come down. It can, you know, we've been in this equilibrium of, say, monthly payments to wages earned for a long time. Now, that might be pretty similar. Some good economists, professionals, if they watch this, they'll probably have better data on that than I do. I'm just guessing right now. But I don't think I'm too far off, with the exception of maybe some of the spikes in the 80s. And a lot of people were hurt by that. And, of course, your subprime crisis in the States right now. There are spikes in that, but I would just like to know what's going to happen next. You raise interest rates by 1%, some people's mortgages are going to, I don't know, would they double? I guess they could double. I don't know, I'm just guessing that. I don't have my calculator with me. I wished I did. If I do, I could show that. Anyways, curious to know that myself, but it's going to go up a lot, I'll guarantee that, because it's all percentage based, right? When you're looking at 0 to 0.25%, and it goes up to 2%, that trickles through the banks pretty heavy on people's backs, on your payments. And if the housing prices go up at the same time as interest rates go up, then your payments would really, really go up. And I'd like to know how this can happen when there's no job recovery. Where's the money coming from? If you can't take it in equity anymore, if your equity's maxed, which most of us are, and if housing prices come down, well, then you have a bigger problem, because now your equity is gone. This is really what that subprime, I think, was all about. You're going to have a second wave of it all over again then, if this is all true. Got the garbage bags ready to go to the dump. Brought them in so the cats don't rip them open. And, well, not too bad. Got most of it done. I just got to start cutting wood now. Fill that up. Couldn't get my fire burning. Just too wet. I tried. I think I said that already though. So I'll just bundle this stuff up when I go to the dump there on Saturday. Take the rest of that. What else? The only thing, of course, I can't move yet is the freezer. I'm going to see if the guy I work for wants it. He might take it. Truth is, that thing's so big, and I bet you it costs so much in hydro. I could probably get one a little bit smaller. It would use half the hydro of that. And just got this thing ready to start working on. See if I can get it working. What else? Got that other seat out of there and put it away. Alright, that's it for today.